Have you ever had just a really awkward moment? I'm sure you have. Everybody has awkward moments. Sometimes I think, though, I get a little bit more than my share of awkward moments just because of my situation. I am a North American living in Guatemala, and that could be awkward enough to begin with. But I also live in a neighborhood where there really aren't foreigners. And so sometimes when I'm walking around doing business, I get weird looks from people. I'm kind of used to it by now. And I think some of them are getting to know me. But what happened, it was just a couple hours ago, actually, that I walked into the business part of our neighborhood where there's some shops and a market because I wanted to buy a couple of tamales. And this is for another video that I'm working on where I'm showing interesting things about living in Guatemala. And one of them is food that's wrapped in banana leaves. And so I wanted to pick up a couple of those so I could show everybody what tamales look like. They're really good, by the way. So I walked into that area of town where we have our market and some businesses looking for tamales because they only sell them on Thursday and Saturday. Don't know why, but today's Thursday. So I found a lady who was selling tamales, and she was sitting on the sidewalk with her basket full of tamales all wrapped up in cloth. So I was kind of waiting my turn, and she kept looking at me really funny, and I was feeling awkward, and I could tell she was feeling awkward, but she was waiting on another lady, so I was waiting my turn. And so it came to be my turn, and she was really giving me the eye. So I thought, well, we're going to deal with this because she was awkward and I was feeling awkward. And what I figured is I have a task here. What can I do to help her to feel better about me? And that's also going to make me feel better about her and just the whole situation. And I learned something from that. I just started speaking nicely to her and asked her how much they were and everything. We talked about the price of potatoes has gone up a lot and some other things. And the more I just kind of talked with her and got friendly with her, I could tell she was just kind of like melting, warming up, and the awkwardness went away. What I might have done at another time is just feel really awkward, buy my tamales and leave. Or maybe even just so awkward that I would think, oh, I don't want to do this, just kind of a fear thing. But really, I am learning to work through these things and finding out that when you get through awkwardness in any situation, the next time you're up against something like that, you just don't feel that awkward. And I'm a real introvert. It's always been challenging for me to get into new situations and meet new people and such. But I think with this lady, not only was it kind of a task for me to break the ice and get rid of the awkwardness for both of us, but I'm going to find out in a little while how good her tamales are and probably go back to her again, maybe form some kind of a friendship, because usually these ladies, they come back and they sell in the same places. So I've got a task ahead of me. Make a friend. And it's just really worth sometimes, again, getting out of your comfort zone, things that you're not comfortable with. It's good for me to push myself a little bit in that. And I hope you can identify with some of this. I know this whole video is just kind of off the cuff, but if this is making sense for you as much as it is for me, I think it's just so important that we take that step forward and see if we can do even more than just get through a situation, but build something in other people and in ourselves that can form a relationship. So I'm just going to see what happens with this and find out that lady's name, and who knows, I might end up making another video about a new friend. So I hope my little experience here might be something that you can identify with. And I'll see you in the next video.